Minecraft is an extremely fun game when enjoyed with friends. I'm sure most of you remember a time in your life when you would start up a new world in Minecraft and play with your friends on it, making cool builds, mining together, fighting the bosses, and just having fun in the world. But what if you realize that someone you played Minecraft with never existed in the first place? Meet Alex Speaks, a YouTube channel that I stumbled across while browsing YouTube. The titles of the videos caught my interest, and I wanted to explore what his channel had to offer, but I had no idea of the rabbit hole I was about to go down when I clicked on the first video titled, "I Miss How It Used to Be." We begin with the world loading screen as someone is creating a new Minecraft world. We then see our protagonist spawn inside of a rainy world. They then ask us,
"Do you ever take things for granted?"
We learn that our protagonist is called Blockwinds in game, but we'll call them Alex. Alex collects some flowers, digs up a couple pieces of dirt, and then tells us,
"I wanted to have somewhere to talk about my life or just whatever's on my mind, so I made this channel."
Alex punches a tree, makes a crafting table, and then makes a wooden sword. They kill quite a few animals in the area before typing again, saying,
"I don't know what I want to do with this world. Probably just build some stuff, I guess."
They go back to killing animals, collecting more flowers and wandering around, until they type another message.
"I don't want to worry about food for a while, so I'm going to get some food before finding a place to live."
The rain stops, and Alex hovers on the pause screen. Then suddenly, we jump cut to a point in time in the near future. We can see that Alex has made some advancements but hasn't progressed too far. Alex then lets us know about his situation.
"A bit ago, my family moved, so I can't talk to my old friends as much. I mean, we can talk online, but it's not the same. They might as well be dead or something. We had a LAN world we used to play on together. I've never been crazy about this game, but I guess playing it now reminds me a bit of it. Moving sucks, by the way. Basically the same as the world ending to some nuclear apocalypse, but then your friends all died already, and you can't talk to them, but you can pretty much see their rotting corpses. But it doesn't really matter anyway, because now you have to survive a nuclear apocalypse. Maybe the friends are all rising from the dead or something, and it's zombies and nuclear. I don't know."
I mean, I guess that's one way to put it. Alex then goes mining and finds a lava pool. They begin throwing out all of the flowers in their inventory, then say,
"I'm going to end the episode. I'll try to upload soon though. Bye."
which marks the end of the video. There's a bit to unpack just in this video alone, so let's break it down. Alex recently moved with their family somewhere, and they clearly feel lonely despite being able to talk to their old friends online. However, it's clear that Alex may be feeling something more than just loneliness based on how they describe losing their friends, comparing it to a nuclear apocalypse. It could just be sadness that they feel right now, or even depression to a certain degree. It's understandable, as moving away from all your old friends is not easy to adjust to. This idea is also reinforced by the description of the video, which reads,
"First video, nothing too special. Things will get better, right?"
I think this is an important video that gives a lot of background and context to the remainder of the videos. So let's move on to video 2, titled Friends. We're brought into what appears to be a base of sorts, and we have Alex speaking to us again, saying,
"Hey guys, welcome back. I did some mining earlier, but the recording isn't opening. I don't know why. I uploaded it to Drive anyway, put the link in the description if anyone could figure out why it isn't working."
This is very interesting, and we'll come back to it in a moment. We're suddenly jump scared by a player called Find Nola, and Alex appears to have been scared as well, asking Nola if they got the wood. A weird jump cut happens in the video as it's suddenly night, and we see that Nola responded to the question saying,
"I got the oak and spruce, but no dark oak."
it seems they plan on building a new house with the wood. Alex gives Nola some iron tools and some armor, and it appears to be the first time they've gotten these items based on the achievements. Alex then begins lighting up the surrounding area with torches, and Nola asks what the house should look like, and Alex has a screenshot that he shows to us, which does appear to be a nice, simple house. Nola offers to help build the house, but Alex actually turns down the offer by saying,
"Why don't I build this and you build your own house? Because you don't have a screenshot."
Nola just says okay, and Alex gets to work building the house. This goes on for a bit, then we jump cut to daytime, with Alex appearing to be almost done with the house. A very interesting conversation between Nola and Alex then follows as Alex continues working on the house.
"Where did you get that house from anyways? Did you build it?" "No, it was in my friend's server, or realm or whatever." "Oh, nice. Yeah, I can't play on that world anymore, so I'm gonna recreate it." "Wouldn't it be easier to build something different?" I guess, but they were good builds. I missed them a lot." "Your old friends?" "It's like, I don't know. I'm probably never gonna see them again now, which sucks because I don't have anybody to talk to. You have me." "Yeah."
Alex goes back to working on the house for a bit, then Nola compliments Alex's house. Alex then sees Nola's house and goes inside to look around. Alex then has to go for the night as his mom doesn't want him staying up too late. They say their goodbyes for the night, and this marks the end of the video. There's a few interesting things that stick out to me after watching this video. The first is that we get more clear reinforcement of the idea that Alex misses their friends, Even while playing with Nola, Alex is even recreating an old build that existed on their friend server before they moved away. The second is that Alex seems to use Nola as a way for them to talk about their old friends, although Nola doesn't seem to be someone who can fill the void inside of Alex based on their conversation, and how Alex seems to turn down Nola's offer with helping to build the house. It's a relatively straightforward video, but I want to circle back to the beginning of the video, where Alex mentions there's a Google Drive link in the description of the video, where Alex says they mined earlier but the recording wasn't opening. If we go into the video's description, we see the following.
Here's the Google Drive link for my mining video. I don't know what happened. If anyone knows, let me know please.
We're then given the Google Drive link, and by copying and pasting it into a browser, we get an extremely eerie video. The video you're seeing right now is a video of Alex just staring at Nola for 7 minutes, surrounded by darkness. This video is also not on a loop. As we hit the 3-minute 9-second mark, we can see Alex start typing as they say the following to Nola.
Do you ever wish you could turn back time? Speak to me. Why won't you answer me?
That's the only interaction in the video, as the rest is filled with silence and an uncomfortably long stare from Nola. It's an odd video that just seems so out of place, and it makes me question what the deal is with Nola. Despite this video leaving us with more questions, all we can do is continue watching. We click on the next video titled, New House. The video begins by comparing the screenshot to the house that Alex created. Alex then says,
Everyone kept saying people at new schools would be really nice.
They then go on to talk about helping their mom with planting begonia flowers inside the window planters, but that the soil seems to go bad and how it's surprising to them as it's just dirt. They compare their house to the screenshot once again, and we get jump scared by Nola. Nola asks what Alex is doing with their house, and Alex says that they're making a farm. Nola asks how Alex is doing, to which they respond that they miss being helpful. After a small rant from Alex, Nola compliments the farm. There's a bit of silence, then something weird happens.
Thanks.
Hang on, did I miss something? Did Nola just thank themselves? Shouldn't Alex have said this? It's just an odd detail that sticks out. Alex doesn't even acknowledge this and continues on, saying that the roof isn't right since the roof is made of dark oak in the screenshot, and it's not built yet. Both Nola and Alex agree they need to go get dark oak wood. The video then cuts to them looking for dark oak wood. While doing this, another interesting conversation happens between Nola and Alex.
Do people make fun of your name? Nola? No, like Matthew. People just, I don't know. This school sucks. Yeah.
This conversation brings up a couple of questions that have answers we could potentially speculate on. At the beginning of the video, Alex says that everyone kept saying people at new schools will be really nice. Could this not be the case, as the people at the school could be bullying them by making fun of Alex's name? It could be the reason as to why this conversation is happening in the first place, and it could be why Alex seems to be missing their friends in the way that they do. Back in the video, we cut to another part where Nola and Alex appear to still be looking for dark oak wood. Alex pulls up the chat and we get to see some conversation that was cut from the video.
Why do you keep picking up flowers? What do you mean? You keep picking them up. Oh, I don't know, then throwing them out. I don't know why I do that.
This is also another question I had, because in the first video, we see Alex collect a bunch of flowers and throw them into a lava pool. And we see them do the same thing with some roses a bit earlier in this video by collecting them and throwing them inside of a cave. The conversation continues as they talk about school for a little bit, specifically the subject of English. Then Nola seems to disappear and Alex asks,
Matthew,
which is Nola's real name. They look around for Nola for a bit, then the video cuts to a dark oak forest. They fight off some zombies and stumble upon a village. Then we get jump scared by Nola yet again. It does feel a bit weird to me that Nola keeps appearing and disappearing seemingly out of nowhere, but Nola just says that there's books here and runs off into the village. We then cut to Alex taking books from bookshelves, and Nola lets them know that there's a blacksmith. Alex finds Nola at the blacksmith's house and takes the loot inside of the chest. We then cut to a dark oak forest again, and we see Alex cutting down a dark oak tree, finally getting the wood needed for the roof of the house. We then cut to Alex getting back to where Nola and Alex had built their homes, but when looking at the land, we see that Nola's house is completely gone. Alex is confused, but what they said next was spine-chilling.
I think there's something else here.
And that marks the end of the third video. There's a lot of information in these videos, so let's recap the major parts. It's possible that Alex could be getting bullied, which could explain the first line said by Alex in this video. It also could explain the conversation between Nola and Alex when they asked if anyone makes fun of Nola's real name, being Matthew. This could be one of the bigger driving factors as to why Alex misses their old friends in the way that they do, as it could be more than just simple loneliness. It does seem to be an escape and a way to still hold onto the past, as we see that Alex is focused on getting the dark oak wood to finish off the house that was made back in their friend's old server. Nola has also done some strange things, such as disappearing and reappearing out of nowhere and also responding to themselves. But the most important information is the ending of this video, where Nola's house is gone in the comment that Alex makes. This leaves us with two important questions. Where did Nola's house go? And is there really something else here with them? For now, we can only keep watching as we click on the next video titled Warfare. The video begins with Alex wandering around the house at night while it's raining and thundering. We see that Nola's house is still missing, presumably due to whatever else both Alex and Nola think is in the world with them. Alex goes inside the house and Nola asks if they found anything yet. Alex responds, saying that it could be trying to get under their skin, waiting to strike. Nola suggests it could strike at night, but Alex hopes that's not the case. Alex then decides that they need to make a fence and moat around the house as a way to be prepared for whatever the entity in the world could throw at them. Alex focuses on putting fences around the house, and Nola begins to create the moat. Alex then gets the idea to create a secret bunker area underneath the crafting table, saying that he got the idea from a book he read about how a few friends survive a nuke with a fallout bunker. He shows it to Nola, who likes it. Alex then says that this bunker is a place they can hide, but what happens next is very interesting. Alex walks outside and we see that the moat that Nola was building no longer exists. Alex seems very confused by this, and the video ends here. Based on what we've seen, it seems to only be Nola's builds that are disappearing. Nola's house disappears first, and now it's the moat that Nola was working on. We still don't know if there's actually something in the world with them, but it does seem odd that it's targeting Nola's build specifically. If an entity was there with them, why cover up the moat? Why destroy Nola's house? It just doesn't make sense to me, but I believe it's important to know that only Nola's builds are disappearing. Hopefully the next video titled Nothing has more information as to what's going on. We begin the video with someone looking down at the house that Alex made. It appears to follow right after the Warfare video, as it's dark and rainy, with the fence around the house being there, but not the moat that Nola made. Speaking of Nola, we see that the perspective of this video is not Alex anymore, as that's a white hand, which is most likely Nola's white hand. We see Alex come outside of the house and begin adding trapdoors onto their windows, with Nola just watching them silently as Alex goes up a hill. We then cut into what appears to be the perspective of Alex now, chopping down trees for wood. They make their way back home and they seem surprised that Nola is back in the house. Alex makes more trapdoors and puts them on their windows. They also begin placing some more fences before going back inside the house. Then a very interesting exchange happens.
Are you mad that your base is gone? It's so easy. Just do what I tell you. You're just like Brandon even now. He'd sit there and listen and not do anything, like some statue you could just kick down. That's all they wanted. Nothing. I do the tiniest something and they hate me for a dark oak roof. Why did you stop talking to them? You didn't even know you were moving yet. They sounded worried. Every time you pushed, they sounded like they didn't even know what to say. That's not nothing. That's fear.
And with that bone-chilling final line, the video ends here. It's interesting that we finally have Nola's perspective in the video, but one thing I did notice is why Nola has no hotbar. Every Minecraft player has one, so why doesn't Nola? It's odd for sure, but I'm more interested in the exchange between Alex and Nola. It seems like Alex isn't being fully honest about the situation, as it seems like Alex is projecting onto the old friends for something so small like a dark oak roof. However, Nola can see through this and calls out Alex for it, saying that their friends were scared for Alex due to them no longer talking to them, and their old friends probably just didn't really know what to say in the moments where it mattered most. So it seemed that there were still certain struggles occurring even before Alex knew they were moving, which is a stark contrast to what Alex expressed in the earlier videos. This is very interesting information to know, and hopefully we can learn more in the next video titled Join the Game 1. We open with Alex doing their usual habit of picking up flowers and throwing them out. Then we get a new character that joins the server called Donnie Dark Zero. The two briefly talk about the server, which leads to an interesting conversation.
Oh, is this just normal survival? Almost. This village we found was burning down. Like from a lava lake? No, there wasn't any there. Something's burning things down. What? It's going around lighting up the shadows with flames.
So there's still suspicion of something being in the world with him. It's still not confirmed if something actually is there with him at this time. Alex says they can give Donnie some extra gear, and the video cuts to the pair arriving at a couple of doors inside of a hill. And when Alex turns around, there's an extra name tag following behind them, which seems to be Nola. Alex gives gear to Donnie, then says 1 second, and heads outside of the house. We see that Nola is transparent, almost ghost-like, which is interesting because we've never seen Nola like this until now. Alex doesn't say anything about it and goes to chop down some trees. Donnie asks,
"Can I make a farm here?"
Nola seems to be following Alex around, and when Alex doesn't answer, Nola whispers,
"Talk more."
We then cut to Alex chopping down more trees, and Nola's still following Alex around. And Donnie says,
"Oh, hey, I'll be back in a bit. I have to feed my cats."
Alex then says,
"I'm trying to."
Alex wanders around for a bit, and then Nola says,
"Be more friendly."
and surprisingly, Alex says no. Alex stares at Donnie through the door for a bit before opening it, marking the end of this video. It's not a long video, but there's a lot we can unpack from it. First of all, why is Nola transparent? It almost seems like only Alex can see them, and it doesn't seem like Donnie notices Nola at all. It also seems like Nola is trying to get Alex to be more friendly and talk more, almost like they're trying to be a wingman to Alex in this situation. What's even more interesting is that Alex isn't taking Nola's advice on how to be more friendly with Donnie. We also don't see the house that Alex made, and instead we get a small cave house. And we know that this isn't a different world because Alex still thinks there's something in the world setting fire to things. It could go back to the idea that the house is special to Alex, as he's the only one who wants to work on it and experience it, but I think it's worth mentioning that we don't see the house at all. The description of the video reads,
"Found out he also recorded a video as well. Check it out if you want."
and we get a link to a YouTube video, presumably made by Donnie. By clicking this link, we're taken to a video called Joining a Friend's Minecraft Server. The video opens to a perspective of Donnie about to join the server, and there's two people currently online, presumably Alex and Nola. They join the server and get graded by Alex, and the events play out basically the exact same. Even the cuts of the house and the hill is the same. Donnie gets the gear from Alex, and this is when Alex goes outside to chop trees and plant saplings. Donnie begins looking around the base, then asks if they can make a farm here. They begin to cook chicken, and then they let Alex know that they need to feed their cats. We then see Alex going through their conversation with Nola, and the video ends with Alex opening the door to the house. From what we see, it doesn't even seem like Donnie sees Nola at all. The chats made by Alex don't make sense from the perspective of Donnie without context from Alex's video. It is interesting that there's two players online before Donnie joins, but how is this possible without Donnie ever seeing Nola, who's presumably the other player? It's just strange and I can't put my finger on it, but I think there's more to Nola than we originally thought. The only thing we can do is keep watching the videos on the Alex Speaks channel, which leads us to the next video titled Downpour. We begin the video with Donnie saying that they're back. We don't know if this is the perspective of Nola or Alex as they watch Donnie climb up a hill. I would guess that it's Nola based on the rain, and the way that they watch over Donnie is basically the same as the way they watch over Alex in the video titled Nothing. They have a single block of sand in their hand, and they just watch Donnie go up the hill. They then quickly climb down a tree, and the video ends abruptly. This is the shortest video so far, being only 30 seconds long, but it feels like such an odd video. There's not really too much to say on it as there's not much going on in the video besides everything that we just saw, so we'll move on to the next video titled Mining.mp4. We begin the video with Alex seeming like they're crouching underneath Donnie. We see Nola behind Alex, even more transparent than before. When Donnie leaves, we see Alex climb up into the house with Nola following right behind them. Donnie wonders what Alex was doing as it's been an hour. Alex says that they were dealing with some crops, and Donnie says they were doing the same. Donnie says that if they get carrots, they'd be set for food, then asks Alex where their farm is. Alex tries to say that their farm is a mushroom farm and looks to Nola for help, but Alex keeps going, saying that they were getting through a cave to get some mushrooms. Donnie seems to believe this, saying that they thought Alex had a farm outside, and also mentions that they hate cave bases. Alex asks if Donnie likes caves, and they respond saying that they can go caving. Alex then throws some armor at Nola, and then we cut to Alex going caving. They come across a bunch of iron and we see both Donnie and barely visible Nola. Donnie asks what it's like moving. Alex responds saying,
"You know, like when you wake up, like right when you open your eyes and you're in between two worlds?"
Donnie replies,
"When you're still dreaming? Yeah, I've got a notebook to write down what happens there."
Alex looks at Nola, still very transparent and not saying anything. Alex continues to mine and the conversation continues.
"So it's like a fever dream?" "No. Like a sunrise? It's like a sun that sits on the horizon, staring at you."
They appear to be getting closer to something until Alex gets blown up by a creeper. Alex sits on this death screen for a bit, but then Alex gets sent to a pitch black room with only Nola and a torch in it. Nola is still transparent but says something absolutely bone chilling.
"And I just can't wake up."
This marks the end of the video. There's quite a bit to unpack here. It seems like Nola is getting more and more transparent, and it's very odd that Donnie doesn't even seem to notice Nola at all. Alex does seem a bit evasive and awkward with the conversation about farms, as they still appear to look at Nola for help with these sorts of social interactions, while also coming up with a strange fib about it. But the most interesting part is that we're back in the pitch black room with Nola again, but this time with a more ominous message. Nola clearly has more going on with them. But what? Out of curiosity, I went back to Donnie's YouTube channel to see if there were any more videos that could help explain what's going on. And to my surprise, there was a video, which is titled, Who Is He? Maybe this video can tell us who Nola is and give us answers that we've been looking for. We begin the video with Donnie getting the Acquire Hardware achievement and planting seeds. They walk outside, collect some wood, then go back inside to see Alex. The events play out pretty much the same as in Alex's video, with their conversation about farms and then caving. We then cut to them caving from Donnie's perspective, and again, they have the same conversation about what it's like moving and compare it to dreams. But something interesting happens. We actually continue the video from Donnie's perspective, where we see what happens after the creeper blows up Alex. To our horror, we see the chat reads,
and I just can't wake up.
Wait a second, didn't Nola say this? Why is Alex saying this? Donnie is just as confused as we are, asking if Alex is good. Donnie begins heading back up to the surface, but we see Alex say,
Again, they knew what to say and you don't listen. No.
Is Alex talking to themselves? I assume that they're talking to Nola, but there's no chats from Nola at all. Donnie says,
I always listen, man. What's up?
We then cut to Donnie exiting the cave, and they come across the house that Alex built. They go inside and see 4 armor stands in the house. They see Alex hiding out in the bunker they built, and Donnie digs into the bunker. Alex then says,
I woke up.
Donnie gives Alex their stuff back, but then Alex asks,
Do you ever wish you could turn back time?
Donnie responds with a question asking,
Do you know what a Henley is?
Alex says no, and Donnie says,
Neither do I. We should build one.
Alex agrees, and the video ends here. This video revealed a lot, but also presents us with a lot of questions. We see that Donnie never sees Nola in their video again, despite there being times where Nola should have been in frame for both of them. Alex talks to themselves a bit. We know that they're talking to Nola based on Alex's video. There's just too many things that don't line up when we view it from the perspective of Donnie, leaving us with too many questions. What is the deal with Nola? Why is Nola getting more and more transparent? Why does Donnie not see Nola? Why does it seem like Alex is talking to themselves? Wait a second. Is Find Nola even a real player? Let's review what we know. Nola appears to only be seen by Alex, as Donnie never sees them at all. We get Alex talking to themselves when we know that Nola was the one talking to them. Nola getting more transparent as the videos go on isn't something that's normal, as a real player would never go transparent. Nola's builds disappear, but if Nola was never real, it would make sense that the things that they do aren't real as well, such as building the house and the moat. Find Nola not being real makes a lot of sense. But if Nola isn't real, then what is Nola? I believe that Nola is Alex's inner thoughts personified as a Minecraft player trying to help steer them in the right direction. Nola is able to listen to Alex talk about their old friends and the pain of moving away in order to vent frustrations and get it off their chest. Nola is able to give more context about what Alex is really feeling, as they are a part of Alex and they uncover parts of the story that Alex left out. Nola is able to attempt to help Alex in being friendly with Donnie, and by doing this, Nola fades over time because Alex is starting to realize that they don't really need Nola as a means of support anymore. It explains why Donnie couldn't see Nola and why it seems like Alex was talking to themselves, because they were. Nola is able to help Alex wake up to reality and understand that Nola isn't actually real, but something that Alex needed to help get them through a rough time. With this important revelation, we then move on to an untitled video, which is the last video on the Alex Speaks channel. We begin the video with Alex watching their crops grow for about 2 minutes and 20 seconds. They then ask us,
Do you ever wish you could have seen the future?
but they don't post that as a chat, and instead choose to delete the question. Alex then says,
Okay, I'm back.
We then see Donnie creating some sort of tree. Alex climbs up the tree and looks inside of it. Alex asks if Donnie has dark oak, but Donnie says they don't. Alex then says, wait, and goes inside of their house. They take some armor off an armor stand, go down into the bunker, and we see Nola barely visible. Alex stares at Nola for a while, not saying a word, until Alex turns around and puts down a sign that reads,
Dear friend, I can be better this time. Goodbye.
Alex turns around, but we see that Nola is gone. Alex tosses their armor, goes back up the ladder, and lights up their house with a torch. Alex looks around and sees that some items are on the ground. Donnie is finishing the tree saying,
Birch is pretty nice.
Alex goes up the ladder and says,
I think I have some for you.
They give Donnie some birchwood, and the video ends here. The description of this video reads,
Thank you.
and based on everything we've seen, this is most likely Alex thanking Nola for giving them a nudge in the right direction, being able to get past the hard times, and being able to move on and be better. And with this final bittersweet video, I think I finally understand the full story. Alex is someone who is struggling with moving away from their friends, struggling to be social, and overall is at a rough time in their life. They seem to play Minecraft as a way to try to remember the good times with their friends during this rough time. This is when we get introduced to Nola, also known as Matthew, who is conjured from Alex's mind to help Alex, as they're willing to hear them out and is there for Alex. Throughout the videos, Nola tries to help Alex process things and tries to push Alex in the right direction subtly. Nola forces Alex to confront the truth of what happened with his old friends, and that's when we start to see some change in Alex. We get introduced to Donnie, who's a real player in the game and interacts with Alex. We see Alex struggling to socialize, being a bit awkward, and at first they don't want to really try to take the advice that Nola is giving to them, but eventually they're able to make it work. As Donnie plays with Alex, Alex is finally able to move on from the past and no longer needs Nola as support, thanking them for helping them at the end. While Nola may not have been real, the impacts of Nola on Alex were, It's a bittersweet story about overcoming a rough time in life and showing that the process of overcoming it isn't easy, but it's easier when other people that are willing to help push you forward, even if those people aren't necessarily real. I really hope you enjoyed this video. This was an absolutely fantastic ARG, and I'm glad someone recommended that I cover it, especially since it's the first video of 2026 on this channel. Thank you for all the support that you've shown on these types of videos as well. Please keep sending Minecraft ARGs my way so I can cover them, as I'm always on the lookout for ARGs. As always, my name is RespawnRaccoon, and I'll see you in the next one.